Hey guys, welcome to Shadow Skull Studios. I'm Raven Wolf, and today we're here with another deck list. We're going to be doing Tasha the Witch Queen. I am going to have this deck list on Moxfield, so check me out under Raven Wolf. And if you enjoy this content, guys, please like and subscribe for more stuff in the future. Comment down below what you would like to do with the deck, or any changes you'd make, or if there's any other cool commanders you want to see me build. I would love a challenge. But yeah, this is one of my more favorite decks. I call it Tasha Combo because it is a combo deck. So what she does is when we cast a spell we don't own, we create a 3/3 demon. Her +1 ability draws us a card, and for each opponent we exile up to one target instant sorcery spell from that player's graveyard, put a page counter on it, and it will keep that page counter. And then -3, we cast a spell from one cards exiled with page counters without paying their mana cost. So, really good ability, and even if she's removed and comes back, she'll still see the other things exiled with page counters. A key piece of the deck is a Displacer Kitten, because cast a thing, we can flicker our commander if we have a built-up of things exiled with page counters. Spark Double. It's another good one, copying our commander. But, yeah, Displacer Kitten is just really good at flickering like anything with ETBs, like our other Planeswalkers, like Liliana of the Dark Realms, to go get us some lands. She is also removal. And if we do ultimate her, our lands type for 4. Liliana of the Veil, Hand Hate, fills our opponent's graveyards, removal, and then -6, just a huge wipe. Liliana of the Last Hope is maybe removal for smaller creatures. -2 for graveyard recursion, fills our graveyard. -7 is eh. Narset will stop our opponent from drawing more than one card each turn. No, I did not put in Teferi's Puzzle Box in the deck. I am not that mean. And then -2 lets us dig. And Displacer Kitten will refill that for us. Ugin the Ineffable is mostly just removal, but the +1 if we need just blockers or card advantage. Vraska will help out our other Planeswalkers. She is kind of like turns off our opponent's commanders, and then -9 is basically a win con if we then just go to proliferate again. For our other Planeswalker help, we have the Chain Veil. Well, a lot of the stuff goes with our commander. So we have the Chain Veil to activate her abilities again. We have the Sentinel Tower to burn our opponents, kind of going off on Storm. Rings of Right Hearth to do Tasha's abilities again as well. Let the Form Engine, copy her abilities, or in Sorcerers if we need to. Ichor Gauntlet with like Vraska as a win con, but also keeps our commander alive, keeps other Planeswalkers alive. And it basically proliferates. Yawgmoth, proliferation. And it's kind of removal. Deep Glow Skate, again, buffs up our Planeswalkers, and then with Yawgmoth, could be removal. And Dreamtide Well, again, proliferation, helps out our commander, and it's a big 7/5, so it's a good blocker. Alright, now for creatures that go with Displacer Kitten and help out the deck, we have Torrential Gearhulk. So we've all of our sorcerers in our graveyard. Torrential Gearhulk and Displacer Kitten just go burr. We're going to cast them all again, which I think is funny. Rottenmouth Viper with Displacer Kitten is kind of like a Torment of Hellfire. So our opponent will either have to pay for life, discard a card, or sacrifice a non-land for each counter on it that it gets when it ETBs or attacks. So really fun. Phyrexian Metamorph comes in as a clone, really good. Oil Deep Gearhulk, we can hand hate our opponents. And with a Narset or something like that, we can stop them from drawing. Master Girl for a board wipe. Our Planeswalker is mostly... Or our commander is a Planeswalker, not a creature, so that helps to have that kind of board wipe. Jill, Shiv's Dominant is going to be a bounce that... On the other side, all she's going to do is make something unblockable, which doesn't help us, or we can tap all of our opponent's lands. So not the greatest, but she's a really cheap bounce creature that we can get back. Urtai is a counterspell that is really good. or he's removal. So again, with Displacer Kitten, really good. Clever Impersonator, another clone. Baleful Strix is a good blocker and has gives us card advantage. And Archaeomancer to get our instant sorceries that we do have in the deck back. And I know I'm going a little fast because I did not know I did not have a lot of room on my camera. So, alright, for removal, we have Tragic Slip, really good. Snuff Out that we can cast for free. We'll pay 4 life. We have Dismember to get rid of Over Indestructible. And Deadly Rollick. Again, removal, gets past Indestructible, and we can cast it for free if we control a commander. So just really, really decent removal there. Next, we are going to have Swan Song as a counterspell, Flusterstorm, Mana Drain, and Fierce Guardianship. So we've got like 5 counterspells in the deck. Just some really decent ones that are cheap and consistent. Alright, let's put this back over here. I do have some Stax pieces, so Contamination. So with Tasha, we're going to be at least making a demon. And this will make our opponent's stuff tap for black and only 1 black. So that card, this really ticks off opponents. Notion Thief, again, nothing like Fairy's Puzzle Box in the deck. This is just to stop their extra draw and give us the extra. And one of my favorites, Fate Spinner. I got signed by RK Post. They get to choose their draw, main phase, or combat, and they have to skip all of those. So most of them usually pick combat or draw. But yeah, this really slows down opponents when you have to skip an entire part of your turn. For other stuff that steals our opponent's cards, and with Tasha, we cast them to make 3D Demon. I have Rogue Class. And then eventually we'll give our stuff Menace. And then we may play land cards exiled with it. So Synthesis Pod. So if we steal opponent's spell, we don't like it. With Synthesis Pod, we'll just exile it forever. And then we'll go get one of their other things. Chaos Wand. We'll definitely get something off our opponent and its sorcery. Tasha makes us a demon. Siphon Insight. I mostly save this one for people who do like Worldly Tutor, Enlightened Tutor, Mystic Tutor. So, or Vampiric Tutor. Yeah. Tutors like that, Siphon Insight is kind of my counter for. Memory Plunder. 4 mana. Getting a sorcery from one's graveyard for free. Mind Leech Mass. When it deals damage, deals combat damage to a player, I look at their hands and I cast something for free. This is more of a pet card of the deck. I just really like it. And then Hostage Taker. That will be exiling artifact or creature, and then hopefully cast it before she leaves the battlefield. And with Displacer Kitten, we'll do it again. So hopefully taking our opponent's artifacts and creatures. I forgot where I put that stack. All right. So for mana rocks, also important, I have Arcane Signet, Commander Sphere, of course, Lotus Bloom, Machine God's Effigy, and Soul Ring. So not bad at all. Machine God's Effigy can come in as a clone, which is really important. I've had it come in as clones as other people's Vorinclexes, which really ticks them off. Lotus Bloom with the proliferate, or no, with it's just I forget, turn 3 Black Lotus. And for the other cards in the deck that are like fillers and help us out, I have stuff like Necromancy for Graveyard Recursion, Dance of the Dead, Graveyard Recursion. Consuming Aberration is to mill our opponents every time we cast a spell. Archmage Emeritus is to card draw. Time Stop is to stop other people from comboing off or from winning. This is mostly just to be like a ha-ha moment. Like, ha, you're not really going to win this turn. And it really I've really like shuttered people down with that card. Time Stop is really fun. Think Twice is just for card draw. Damnation for a board wipe. I do have a Demonic Tutor, the really fancy one that I opened. So that one is to mostly go get lands because I don't have a lot of ways to get extra land in the deck or mana rocks. Drain Power. So if I know another opponent's playing control, I want to tap out their lands and get their mana. And they either have to counter this or... So they have to have more answers for me during a turn. So that one's really good. Temporal Extortion, really good for people who use their life as a resource. I'm either going to take an extra turn or you pay half your life. So yeah, mostly people just give me the extra turn. Cabal Ritual for ramp. Dark Ritual for ramp. Here's the Ancient one that mostly is card draw and mills my opponents. So it fills my graveyard and my opponent's graveyards. Raven Eagle, for any of my extra draw, my opponents are going to lose one, and I gain one on my second card draw on each turn. So really good. Ink Eyes is something that pet card of the deck that hopefully I can steal my opponent's creatures from their graveyard. Mystic Remora for card draw. If it's in late game, it's probably going to be thrown in the graveyard with the Ancient one. And then Necropotence. The anime one for card advantage purely. But, yeah, that's the deck. Again, really key part of the deck is Displacer Kitten. But I never really go and tutor them with Demonic Tutor. I mostly just go get lands or card draw. But yeah, this is a deck that just really, once you, by turn 5, or by turn 6, you're really going to try and pop off. So this is kind of a high bracket 3 deck. But it is my casual combo deck because it's not going to hate everybody off the board. You are going to cast their things with Tasha, but at least it goes back in their graveyard unless you exile it forever with Synthesis Pod. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this deck list. Again, check it out on Moxfield under my username Ravenwolf. And I'll see you guys again next time. Bye-bye.